Alrighty. So now I want you to try it with the third one. Okay? So thinking about what we just did and try it with the third one. Pause the video, try it, and then come back. Welcome back. So I would probably pick G just because it seems easiest, right? So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Remember, we're going to G's dot, not the letter G prime, or not the letter G up here. We're going from the dot. So we should have gotten 6. Well, we know from over here, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So where those two lines meet, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to draw my line of reflection. All right. So that's kind of the, well, where is it? How do I find it piece? Now we're going to go into the x-axis and the y-axis are very easy to kind of say. Technically, they have lines of equations or equations of lines. So that's what we're going to look at next. So a vertical line, meaning it's going up and down, will always be x equals the number. And that number is where the line goes through the x-axis. Okay, so like this one, right? X equals, you figure out what that number is, that's where it's going through the x-axis. So then the other one, right, would be y equals, and it's always going to go through the y-axis. What I like to tell my students is basically if you take an x, right, and separate it into two sort of pieces, it kind of looks like two V's, right? A V up top and a V facing down. That's how I kind of remember x is a vertical line up and down. And then y, if you write your y without the kind of tail, like that, and then if I flip it over, it looks like an upside down H. So kind of like a 4, right? The right way. It kind of looks like an H, which is how I get my horizontal line. So it's just a few little tricks to help you remember, so on and so forth. All right. So like I said, we already found the line of reflections for almost all of these that we're about to do. Now we actually need to write the equation of said lines. All right. So if you look up top and just put it in, that's perfectly fine. If you want to try to redo it, that's fine as well. So maybe for the first one, don't look up top. Try to redo it yourself. See how you're doing with it again. Just do a quick another check. Pause the video and then come back. Welcome back. We should have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because remember, we're going dot to dot, dot to dot. And then we know that 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we had 1, 2, 3. So my line is here. So now, remember, we have to find out what the equation of said line is. So first, is it a vertical line or a horizontal line? It is vertical. So I can start with x equals, right? Don't make it too hard on yourself. Just start with x equals. And so now, excuse me, looking down here, it doesn't go through a number, right? It doesn't say 2, it doesn't say 4, it doesn't say 6. So what number would this be if I wrote it in? A 1, right? It's just going by ones. So that's all you're doing. That's it. That's it. All right. Now looking at the next one. Same thing this time. I'm going to do B to B instead of C to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then remember we said it's 8 divided by 2, which equals, oh wait, sorry, this one we did it differently. This time it's 8 divided by 2, which equals 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that would be more my line of reflection is. And if you notice, even though